back to the channel. It is Tuesday this morning. It is bright and early. It is actually a recovery day off the bike for me. So I still have like a 45-minute spin. My recovery days generally have been shortened when I'm working and I'm not training. Like, my structure's a little bit all over the place at the moment because it can be with work, but generally my recovery days would be like an hour, but it's just 45 minutes today because yesterday, Monday, I had the third day of my race simulation, which was out on the road. It was 3 hours and it had 4 30-minute blocks in it, and most of it was working at tempo or above tempo. It was a pretty hard ride, I'm not gonna lie, but I smashed it, so I was super happy with how Monday went. But obviously after that, and then continuing that with a full day of work till 5, I am feeling a little bit knackered today, so that's pretty normal. But I'm going to bring you along with everything that I'm doing to try and recover so that I'm ready to go tomorrow on the bike. I don't have my sessions for the rest of the week yet, so once I get them, I'll probably share them with you guys so that you kind of know what I'm doing. But today I'm just heading to Brisbane. I'm going to spend the morning with my parents. I'm going to go to the gym with my mum, and then I'm going to play tennis with my dad. I played tennis last week for the first time in ages, and it's just so much fun, like on a recovery day, to like move your body but in a different way, and get to enjoy something without being too hammered with your legs being sore from the bike. So that'll be a little bit of fun, and then I'll head back home, have some lunch, and then head out for my spin sometime this arvo. As you can tell, I'm a little bit sleepy today, not going to lie. I wanted to get to my parents' house at 5:30 so that we could gym before tennis at 7, which is why I'm up early, but I haven't caffeinated yet, and I think that is what is making it a little bit trickier because I'm like, But little recap from the weekend, nutrition wise, I feel like I absolutely nailed it. So I'm actually a sponsored athlete by Ideal Nutrition, and I'm working with a dietitian called Sammy. She has been an absolute godsend and really helped me out the past weekend in fueling properly. Yesterday for my 3-hour simulation, I did about 95 to 100 grams of carbs an hour, and I know a lot of people can't handle that, so working with a dietitian is super duper important because they can find ways to allow you, something to work for you. Same with like my breakfasts. Generally, if you've watched my last videos, you would know that I always have like 2 pieces of wholemeal toast with some jam. Now I've switched that up to 100 grams of sourdough. So it works out to be like 2.5 pieces with some jam, and that's sitting a lot better in my stomach because I get really hungry quite easily, and my stomach starts to gurgle. So my main goal is to avoid that. So I'm super duper excited to be working with Sammy. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and I can't stress enough that if you're a cyclist, you don't even have to be racing. Like, if you're just a cyclist and you want to feel good, you want to get better on the bike, it all comes down to nutrition, because if you're not fueling for your sessions, you're not going to be able to do a good job. And my issue isn't so much fueling for the sessions, it's like coming up with how to fuel during those sessions, especially for days like yesterday where I don't have the opportunity to fill up my bottles. So I'm working with 2 750ml bottles for the whole 3-hour ride, and then gels on top of that. So what gels work for you, carbs wise, etc. So previously I've been doing Winners gels, but I'm going to switch over and try some precision gels, because the carbs that they use in those, the dietitian believes, may be a little bit more effective for me. So like I said, this is so many things that I would not have known if it wasn't for Sammy. So thank you, Ideal Nutrition. And if you are in need of a dietitian, or even just in need of some education, check out Sammy's page. I will link it down below, and I'll also link the Ideal Nutrition, because the content that they share is incredible. Like, so many creative ideas, so many like myth busters, so many things that you probably didn't know. And when it comes to nutrition, it's so incredibly important. So one of the biggest changes I've made straight away is after big rides, having like a Rokeby. If you've never seen Rokeby, it's like a protein shake, but it also has a really high carb content, and it's got fats in there as well. So I think it's like nearly 300 calories, but it's a great way to replenish like all your stores after a big ride. I hope I'm not getting sick, but like I think I'm just tired. And I have also started supplementing creatine first thing in the morning. You need to be consistent with when you take it, I believe, and I find first thing in the morning is the easiest for me, because throughout the day I don't know what times I'm going to be riding, if I'm going to be home to take it, blah blah blah. So that's a good thing because it really helps with recovery. So I've been taking that for about a week now. So check out creatine if you're not already taking it. But yeah, some exciting changes, some big changes that I need to make, some things that I've already implemented. And I guess, yeah, we'll go from here in the lead up to some big events that are coming up. I know a few people have commented asking like what I'm training for. So I'm going to do another video specifically for that. I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video because I'm more just showing you guys a recovery day and what my life is like out of the bike as well, because I don't just ride bikes and I don't just work at a bike shop. I'm also a teacher, by the way, but it's obviously school holidays. I do a lot of other things. So let's head to the gym. Let's go play some tennis, grab a coffee before that, because there's a coffee place near my parents' house that do really good iced lattes, so definitely gonna get one of those. But I will see you guys at the gym. Alright, gym is done. Coffee has been acquired. I would give the taste of a coffee a 9 out of 10. It's a great coffee, but I did ask for extra ice, and there's definitely no extra ice. I've got a dome lid, which is automatic lose points, and a paper straw automatic lose points. So overall makes the coffee, speed. Overall makes the coffee like a 7 out of 10, honestly. But for taste, it's great, but it's really disappointing that I asked for extra ice and there's like no ice in here. Anyway, side note, this was, please keep driving. This was supposed to come with 3 shots, but I asked for 2 because 3 is a little bit dramatic for this cup. Guess how much this iced coffee was? This is inflation at its prime. Guess.
$10.
That's ridiculous, because they're normally like $5.
Oh, I didn't know.
$6.80. $6.80 for an iced coffee is highway robbery, but it does taste good. Anyway, it's time to win some tennis because I'm the better player.
Oh, there's camera there. Are you got your pan on?
Alright, back from tennis, and I can confirm that is a very good cross-training workout because I'm a little bit hammered. Going to make a creamy, get some protein in, and then put the feet up for a bit, chill out before I have to go to, I have a chiropractor appointment today, which is really exciting because my chiropractor is amazing and really helps like release through my hips. So I'm glad to have snapped up an appointment with him. But I'm going to, get some protein in, put my feet up, and then leave for that in like an hour and a bit. So I honestly feel brand new after that. Love a good chiropractor. I see the chiropractor called T at Glow Health in Brisbane if anyone wants a chiropractor. I definitely recommend him. I just drove over an hour to see him. That's how much I recommend him. I'm now heading home. It's an hour and 10 minutes back to the sunny coast. So I'm gonna do the drive. I've just picked up a rokeby to have to eat. It's currently like 10:30, so it's morning tea time. Even though it's a very light training load day for me, this is when it's super important to continue to remember to fuel. So I'm going to have that while I drive. Now, I know I spoke about them briefly before, but if you haven't tried rokeby and you're an athlete, or you're just trying to get like easy calories in and like fuel up, I could not recommend these more. The vanilla flavor, vanilla wafer, is seriously, it is way too delicious. So these have 250 calories, 30 grams of protein, about 20 grams of carbs, and about 7 grams of fat. So it's literally got a little bit of everything, and they really fill you up, which is great. So I had one of these after my ride on Saturday. I also had one after my ride yesterday. Having one today. Normally it is the vanilla flavor, otherwise it's a choc honeycomb. I'm not a fan of the banana, but I also really like the coffee and the chocolate. Like, honestly, all of them are just fantastic. So give these a go if you haven't already. Ideal Nutrition, Sammy really suggests these, so I know that they're good. They're filled with great ingredients. So you would think that this is sponsored or that I'm getting paid to say all this. No, I am just simply truly obsessed. So give these a go. But I'm gonna head home. By the time I head home, it'll be lunchtime, so I'll cook up some chicken and rice. I have a little spin to do sometime this afternoon. Might head down to the beach for a swim. Not sure how to play the rest of my day. I love having a day off work. It's really nice. As much as I love working the back shop, I think it's really fun. And the shifts go really quickly. It's still very nice to have a day off, so yes. Teach certain things anyway. Alright, short post-lunch rest has been had, and it's now time for a 45-minute recovery ride. I'm just getting ready to go. Jersey is Ciovita. It is also 2 o'clock, so it's going to be a little bit warm, but given it's just a recovery ride, should be fine. My back is also embarrassingly dirty from the weekend and yesterday, but we're just going to ignore that. It will also be the first time testing out the Osmo 5 out on the road, so I'm excited to give that a go. Although the handlebar mount that I need to attach it to my handlebars is delayed, so I don't know how long that's going to take to come. So for now, we're just going to work with handheld footage and hope the best. But 45 minutes, 20 Ks, less than 100 watts. But you gotta turn it all the way for my videos. Let's go for a ride, let's go for a ride. Is that good?
I hope to see that in your vlog.
You'll see that. Locked in. Fuck. Locked and loaded. Ks done. Alright, quickly went and did a few last minute
groceries with just a few supplies that I need for the next couple days. I've made a batch of the protein cookies that I have every single day, like I had for afternoon tea this afternoon. And I'm now just making a batch of, it's like Greek yogurt banana bread. I've never made this before, but I always find that by baking things is a really easy way to get extra calories in, if it means that I'm just going to snack on it. And that's obviously something that the dietitian and I are working on, getting enough fuel, and I find it's just super easy for me. So the recipe was an egg, 2/3 of a cup of Greek yogurt, a banana, 1/3 of a cup of honey or maple syrup, 1.5 cups of flour, and then 1/2 cup of almond flour or protein powder. I just did more flour because I don't need any more protein. Some extract, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then 1/4 cup of milk. And I'm just putting that into a tray, and then I'm just going to sprinkle some chocolate chips over the top for good measure. And then probably almost time to make some dinner, and then after dinner take Crema for a little stroll, let her out of the house as well. Going to make some chicken tacos for dinner. I swear it seems like nearly every video we make tacos for dinner, but I actually haven't had tacos since last Tuesday, which was a week ago. So I've had rice because on work days, and if I finish at 5, it's too hard to make tacos because they do take a little bit longer than just cooking rice. And I don't really like them before big rides because I like to get more carbs in from rice. And I find that the next morning I get a little bit hungrier if I have tacos for dinner the night before. Just something experimentation has taught. So kind of smells like pancake batter, kind of tastes like pancake batter. It's pretty good considering the only sweetness is from maple syrup, but obviously banana's quite sweet as well, so probably from that. Tacos. We have 3 cottage cheese and yeast tacos and 2 pizza ones. And this is actually a new bread recipe that has never been done before.
What do you do?
We've never put that spice in it. This has herbs and... So the bread mix for these ones was 200 grams of vanilla YoPro, 200 grams of Veta protein flour, an Italian herb mix. Hello. That's actually quite nice. I can actually taste the difference. Not that I would say I can taste capsicum or bell peppers, whatever. Guessing game, how many servings are in here?
16.
14, close.
Pretty good.
Never gets old. Dessert time. All right, the time has come to try, actually, maybe I'll call it a pancake. The banana pancake, because it has come out looking very pancake-like. I don't know what to think yet.
It's kind of like a pastry. It's like a pastry.
It just like hasn't risen.
It did. It just fell
Well,
a
yeah.
long way.
Maybe you'd have to use baking soda, not baking powder.
Doesn't taste bad.
Flavor-wise, doesn't taste like banana. Recommend. Maybe just switch to baking soda, not baking powder. But not bad.
Would you make it again?
Would I make it again? No. I am just currently finishing editing off this vlog and I realized that I didn't film an outro, so if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment down below what you want to see next. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!